Hello, welcome Aries to your horoscope for February 2022. Now to start off with the horoscope, there's not much happening with the planets this month. The good news is that on the 4th of February, we've got Mercury's going to go direct, so the retrograde will finish. Plus, we already have Venus finishing up as well with its retrograde. And then on the 14th, that Mercury goes into your 11th house because it retrograded back out the end of in January. There, so the 14th goes into your 11th house, the house of friends. So this can be good for being more social, being like going out there, talking to friends, more communication. You're thinking more about friends and spending more time with them. And then you've got Mars and Venus, which is staying in your 10th house for the whole of the month. So you're good for career. And so Mars could also be that double-edged sword of being a bit grumpy, argument or frustrations there. But the Venus being there is in Pluto as well. It's definitely could bring about change in the workplace. But what you do, pay rises, new job could potentially come in with that too. Then when I look at the cards for you Aries, I do feel like there is a possibility of study or getting ready to study or pursuing something new and more inspirational, more like fulfilling in what you're wanting to do. I really feel though there's a lack of yearning for new wisdom, going in a new direction. There's definitely a new door opening up for you this month there, Aries. It's also not being sidetracked or being like taken away, and it's about, I also feel like it's about facing your fears this month for you, facing what's troubling you, what your biggest fear is, and opening yourself up to new possibilities in the realm of change, of going a new doorway, a new pathway that potentially could be coming up for you on the cards for this month. When I look at your 2nd and 10th, so your earnings and your career, there is definitely something magical happening in the career. I think there's a lot of things going up behind the scenes for you. I also feel like there could definitely be a new beginning coming up around your career work, or could be also like perhaps even like baby news, something coming up too, perhaps, or maybe someone you work with is got some baby news coming up for you. And it's also about, I feel like, going back to that there's definitely wondrous, like childlike qualities at work, but playfulness at work, a lot of playful energy coming in at work for you this month. It's also about as I say, like being open to new realms, just like new possibilities can come in for you for this month there, Aries, and not being afraid. And also I feel like not wanting to slacken off, but putting in the hard work to transform yourself into where you want to go for this month. When I'm looking at your family, yeah, I feel like there's some sort of baby news coming out for you for this month there, Aries. There's just like, yes, just could be new blossoming in the family, but I just feel like there's going to be some baby news coming up for you, possibly coming up for this month. I also feel like it's time for you to there's a lot of changes and transformation even in the home and family for you. There's definitely, you're looked at being a leader, you're looking at having to follow through with things and not leaving things done. I feel like it's a month of very change in the way you think, the way you stance, your opinions on things. I just feel like this month is going to be very transformative for you, Aries. And I also feel like with terms of relationships, there's definitely an aspect of a helping hand there, or meeting someone, possibly meeting someone new if you're single. I definitely feel like that this is opening up of realms of possibility for you for relationships. There's also a bit about not wanting to waste time in a relationship as well, for someone who's maybe in a relationship. Like you kind of feel like you're wasting a lot of time, a lot of energy in this, like you're running out of time. But also using your knowledge too. But for others, I do feel like it's about having the right balance or the right mix of that relationship to help it follow through to the next step, or where you want to go with that relationship coming up this year. But yeah, I definitely also feel like it's a month for you, for those who are feeling very overwhelmed, to ask for help and to get support that you need. But again, for those who are single, I do feel like the possibility of the door opening up to meeting someone new, definitely coming in. I also feel like, it is time that career aspect of wanting to study and get motivated, or even just to be motivated to do things and to opening up to new things. I do feel like that you are getting to that point in your career where you do need to have more knowledge to go further in where you're wanting to go. But I do feel like it can definitely open up, like blossom around you coming up this month. Money. I kind of feel like you're having to open up like a new book, like a bank ledger, really keeping track for your spending. Because I kind of feel like you guys want big dreams, big houses, big things, and you're really looking at wanting to move. Like I said, there is definitely a chance of a new beginning or baby news around you in terms of family too for you. Let's have a look here when it comes to your friends. I kind of feel like with terms of friends, like you're being kind of led astray a little bit with someone around you, like a friend who's kind of like talking, but they're talking a bit too much. This person is really a little bit boring, or maybe they're just over talking, but it's like you're being led astray, or you're being led somewhere where you don't really know possibilities. It's not the best. For others, I do feel like that with friends, it's about it's almost like these friends are like living in a fantasy almost a little bit around them. It's going to be there's definitely a new journey that you're taking in terms of relationships and where you're going, and I feel like you're going to call out BS this month on certain friends and relationships that are coming up around you. Then I'm looking here. For health, I kind of feel like it's like all is not lost for you for this month. I do feel like there's going to be some emotional aspects coming up for you where you're going to feel like maybe you can't go on, or you can't take it, and you are going to want to go back to that childlike ways, or to your inner child, and to express where you want to go and what you want to do. I also feel like that it's definitely a month of looking back, but you're definitely ready to go forward for this month. You're definitely looking at new possibilities too for you. Okay, let me just see what else I can get. Any channeling I can get for you there, Aries. Aries, you are such a strong star sign. You just want to do things your way and no other way. But this month, open up your eyes and to see the possibilities around you. For sometimes another person says can make perfect sense, and things can work out that way. It's not always on your shoulder. You have there, and you have care and support around you, and people are there wanting to help you. They're waiting for you to call out and ask for their help. For they will not take the charge unless you ask them. How's anyone going to know if you need help if you do not ask? This month for you is a month of showing great courage and strength, the strength that you have inside you. It's also being wonder to the possibilities and the amazement of what's happening around you there, Aries. For you're going through a big transformation. By the end of the year, you realize that you're not the only one in the world, that there are other people with you that stand by you, who are there to support you and help you with your needs. Okay. So thank you for liking, sharing your comments, and I will continue doing my lives. I'm also available for private readings, and I will see you for my next video. So hope you have a good month, Aries, and I'll see you for your horoscope for March. So bye for now.